Hey. What's up, bro? How you doing? How are you? Trying to get this thing set up. I'm gonna be quick because I got a client coming in the door. Hello, my brother. I sent you a hello. Hope your wife told you I was sending you a greeting. I wanted to take a few minutes. I want you to, if you're watching this or if you see it, I hope that you would share it and pass the word. And I think it is an important topic. I'm not sure how often people are talking about it. I know it's been something that has been very heavy on my heart, and the anxiety associated with protecting your children. Hey, Samantha, my sweet friend back. Hey, cousin Danita. Lord, I'm getting ready to freak my cousin out with this new thing that I got going on. But I just want to take a couple of quick minutes. I do mean quick because I have someone coming. And this has been on my heart probably the past few months regarding child safety and keeping your children safe. Thanks, bro. Yeah, definitely, especially for those of you with children. It started probably a couple of months ago. I was getting in a car with Chloe, and I thought about the way we get in the car and how casual we get in the car. And I understand that we, can't be paranoid or can't be too overwhelmed with it. But I noticed a level of anxiety building for me. Now, it could have something to do with my history, because I know people who have been abducted, and I know people who've lost their life or as a result of being abducted. And so that could be a part of why this is a burden for me. But here are some of the things that I have begun to do, and just some of the statistics. These statistics that I'm going to share from the National Crime Information Center, and they're from 2017. So, and I can't speak to the accuracy and how updated they are outside of it saying 2017. But there were 232,179 males under 21 abducted or kidnapped or missing, reported missing. And then 260,977 females under 21 reported missing. And that does not include people over 21, and that doesn't include people who are not reported missing. We do know that people go missing and it's unreported, and it could be a part of the scheme or the trade or the trafficking or the kidnapping or the selling of minors and now adults. And so yesterday I was at a birthday party, and there were a billion people in the place. I'm exaggerating, but I was at a place called Frankie's. If you're not familiar with Frankie's, it's on the line of Dave & Buster's, Chuck E. Cheese, something like that. But it's huge, and there's just so much traffic. It's so transient. And so at the birthday party, I just watched children run freely, and it grieved me so, because I understand, as I'm sure we all do, how sick people are and how that is just a welcoming place for predators to go and just grab a child. And so I kind of pride myself on being diligent and vigilant about when I'm caring for children, making sure I know where they are, etc. And yesterday I watched this child run off so quickly that I didn't have a chance to see where they were going. So for the next 30 minutes, I was extremely anxious for everybody in the building, just thinking about how these children are running wild and adults are off sitting in the lounge or eating somewhere, and while these children enjoy a good time. And while that very well should be the case, right? You should be able to go to a place and allow your children to run freely and enjoy themselves. However, sick people do sick things, and we are living in a society where we're seeing this happening more and more. So here are some of the things that I have begun to do to be vigilant, not paranoid, but to be watchful. So it started off with one thing. I said, when we're getting in a car from now on, you're going to get in the car on the same side that we do. If we're getting out the car from now on, you're going to get out the car on the same side that we do. So we started doing that, and that became a thing. You know, we get in the car on the same side, making sure that they don't have an opportunity to grab from the other side, because we look at these kids, we feel like they're big enough and they can get in the car on their own and all of these things. Okay, go to the car, wait for me in the car. And I realized that our desire for them to be independent and to let them do things kind of positions us and positions them for not being safe. The next thing that started happening is I began to lock the door. So that wasn't enough for me. Now I decided not just get in the car on the same side we do, but let's get in the car together. I'm going to put you in the car, I'm going to lock the door, and then I'm going to get in the car so that no one is grabbing you out the car. Because in the time that we load the car and put our stuff in it and load the trunk and all of these things, anyone could snatch the children and take them out. And I know there was a time we'd be like, well, if they take you, they're going to bring you back. They're not going to keep you. And that's been a long-standing joke in the community. However, I do believe that that's no longer a fact that we can stand on. They're going to take you, they're going to drug you, they're going to sell you and do whatever it takes. And so that while we always joked about it, that I think it's important that we remain aware of what's happening in our surroundings. So the precautions are in the car, around the car, making sure you're getting in the car with them, making sure you're locking the car door, making sure you're not leaving them in the car. And while some of this seems very seamless and mindless and, routine, there are times that people aren't doing it. I'm observing it. I'm seeing people leave their cars. You're running in the store. You're doing different things. And you are positioning yourself for the worst mental health crisis ever. Because if you make a decision and leave your child somewhere in the car, send them, let them go, you position yourself to be mentally incapacitated if something happens to your child. So this just, I know, sorry about that paranoia, Anita. This is just some other ways to be careful. In public places such as the grocery store. I know for me, my parents did it. And I do it to my nieces, my godchildren. Hey, run over there and hand me that. Run over there and hand me that. Once they get to a certain age, you're so excited. They go get the mayonnaise, you get the mayonnaise, you get the ketchup, And we do these things seamlessly. But in this world where there are people who are positioning themselves to prey, P-R-E-Y, on our children, and that includes teenagers and, young adults, special needs children, children with autism or any type of learning disability or impairment, we've got to be cognizant that they are in a position to be more vulnerable where they can have something happen to them because of their lack of awareness. So in those public places, be mindful of sending the child to run and get something, and especially in the amusement parks, these places such as Chuck E. Cheese or Frankie's or even Top Golf or Dave & Buster's, places such as this. Be mindful of how far you let your child run without you, because there are people lurking who will do anything to just grab your child. The last thing is communication. Have healthy communication with your children. That is essential to be able to let the child know where to meet if they get separated. When you go into the store or into the fun house or wherever, have a meeting place. If you do not see me in 2 minutes, you come to this meeting place. If you do not see me, you go to the office. Children are very easily attracted to persons that look familiar. And so what I said yesterday was, had you seen someone that was in the party with us and they had come and said, hey, Bob, your cousin told me to come over here and get you, you would have gone, because you're not thinking Bob's not on your side because he's hanging out with your parents, with your auntie, and you're going to think Bob is on your side, and Bob may not be on your side. This guy may not be over here for your parents. And so parents and caregivers, you want to tell your children how to be cautious. You want to schedule meetup places. You want to be diligent in communicating with them the importance of meeting at one place, not running off on their own. And then you want to be cognizant of when you're sending them off on their own to get different things. Yes, they're old enough when you're in restaurants, going to public places. I have seen males in the female bathrooms, females in shouldn't have, because anything could have happened. They could have accused me of anything, but it's what I felt like I should do. And this little girl was just freely lifting up, turning around, doing whatever, and anyone could have been in there to assist her. So be mindful of that. If you're taking a child with you and you're of the opposite sex, take them in your bathroom, take them in the family bathroom, something. I came out to talk to the parent. He did not speak English. Fortunately, I'm bilingual, and I was able to communicate to him in Spanish and let him know, hey, if you need to take her to the bathroom, you need to take her to the men's room, and share with him what she did. She literally exposed herself to me. Fortunately, I was not in there to prey on her, but anybody could. So be mindful, be vigilant, know the statistics. Don't set yourself up for a mental health breakdown, to be completely paralyzed by making just one split decision that could have been done differently. Hope this has encouraged you. If so, please share it with someone. Human trafficking is real. Kidnapping is real. Abducting is real. I know for our generation, we used to the milk cartons. We still see these missing person papers at the store. And how many people walk right past them? How many people walk past the missing person sign not thinking anything of it, when that very well could be your neighbor or your student or your client or your friend? You don't know who it is. Be vigilant, be aware, be alert, and make a difference. Have a blessed and amazing day. Bye.